Hi, it's Mrs. Gregg. I'm working the first problem on the concentration practice worksheet about mole fractions. First question says we have 3,000 grams of aqueous solution containing 37.3 grams of potassium chloride. What does aqueous solution mean? That means it's water plus the KCl. So we have to figure out the number of moles of water and the number of moles of KCl. So if I have 3,000 grams of solution, in order to figure out how much water I have in that solution, I need to subtract out the 37.3 grams of KCl. When you subtract that out, you find that you have 2,962.7 grams of water. All right, now we can figure out the mole fractions of each of the individual parts of our solution. So for the solute, the KCl, we know that the molar mass is equal to 74.55 grams per mole. And we can figure out then, if we do the division, if you divide the mass, and that actually says 37.3 grams divided by 74.55 grams per mole, that means that we have 0.500 moles of KCl in our solution. We figured out the mass of water in that solution, knowing that the molar mass of water is 18.02 grams per mole. Then you can do that division, and you can figure out that you have 164.4 moles of water. You need to figure out the total moles in your solution, so you add the moles of water here, plus the moles of the KCl here. Whenever you add those together, we get 164.9 moles total. And then you figure out the mole fraction. The mole fraction for KCl is equal to, we need the number of moles of KCl divided by the total moles in that solution. So the moles of KCl we found is 0.500 moles divided by the total moles of the solution, 164.9 moles. And that means whenever you do that division, our final answer is 0.003. So the mole fraction of KCl is 0.003. I also want to take a look at problem 4, all the way at the end of that worksheet. It asks, what's the molarity of the sodium acetate in this solution? And it tells us that we have some amount of water and we have some amount of sodium acetate. What it does not tell us is the total volume of the solution. So remembering that the equation for molarity is the moles of the solute divided by the liters of the solution. We don't have the liters of the solution, we only have the liters of the water. So we cannot solve for this, because in the problem we were given liters of water, we were not given liters of solution. I just wanted to make sure that I talked about that too, because I saw some errors on some of your homework and also on the quizzes. Alright, hope that helps. Talk to you later.